Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. This one is actually very like pointless as to what they're doing, as I'm going to explain what goes on in this scenario. So basically it takes place at a fast food restaurant. Honestly, these are one of the joints that well, you once you realize the damage, it's very severe. So let me just get straight to the point. So basically you have at least these trio of women. I will show the other woman afterwards. So basically, apparently, from what I gathered, the women, while they're ordering their food, they ask for an extra pack of ketchup or for extra pack of sauce. They realize in order to get an extra pack, they have to pay $1.75. Once they realize that they would be charged for another pack, they decided to rampage around the restaurant. The three girls decided to take it out against the workplace, and they were absolutely destroying the business. They were actually absolutely destroying the building, honestly. They even have the audacity to go to the counter and cause a lot of destruction and chaos and lash out in the employees, even though they are just simply enforcing the policy. And look at this. And this is one of the girls that I'm showing you right now. This takes place, as you can tell, this takes place in New York City at a restaurant called Bel-Fries. Honestly, this is one of the reasons why fast foods aren't the place where you want to be. Not only because it's unhealthy, you're gonna notice a lot of drama. I feel like the food in general is causing people to act the way they are, like as of now. And I'm not generalizing. I'm talking about certain people who are making junk food or fast foods like a number one priority. And if they don't get their food on time, or if they don't get anything for free, or if their order is messed up, or if they didn't get the right amount of food, all of a sudden they have this huge angry expression. They get very emotional, as if they're having a hunger pang, if you guys get what I mean. Because apparently fast foods really matter to them. And to be honest, I'll be real with you guys, I would never want to work at a fast food restaurant. It's one thing wanting to get paid, but not worth having to deal with these rowdy customers. Because they are willing, they have no problem. If they wanted, they could take your life. And then yeah, if you defend yourself, they could press charges on you, and then you could suffer like assault. You could suffer assault charges, even and battery, just because you realize your life is in danger, and then that person should be okay with hitting you. That's basically suicide. Working there is basically suicide, in my opinion. I'll give you an example. I remember there was a guy. There was a similar situation, but this place takes inside of a McDonald's. The women were angry about their order, same thing, but you may say the man took it too far. I remember the women jumped to the counter. There was no shield or anything. There was no mirror to deflect or prevent the women from coming in. But I do recall these. This is like an old situation. It felt like a decade or so. But the women jumped to the counters to go after the man, and then when he had like some type of rod. It looked like a staff that he was carrying or something, or like a pole. He was just whooping them, hitting them until they started to repent. And then one of them was on the floor because he was doing it to defuse the situation. He thought that was the best way for them to get them off him, and it was clearly self defense because those women were the ones that attacked him, the customers. But even though he didn't plead guilty, he still suffered the assault charges, saying that he was in the right to do so, to defend himself. And although yes, is people don't like the law is meant to protect the people's rights and to make sure the that others don't get harmed in the situation, but there are times where if you decide to provoke or be hostile, then that's your fault for getting yourself harmed. You got yourself harmed, not nobody else who decided to just randomly come after you because You're the one who decided to pick a fight with somebody and escalate it to the point that now they're gonna have to bear arms and get physical, whether it's with their hands or whether it's with a weapon. And I even saw in one of the videos, one of the girls threw their drinks at the shield. Like, especially that you have the meat, like you have the shield that's protecting the counter where the employees are behind, but then they managed to destroy it. And then what's unfortunate, which is very true, is that the fortunate part is that the crowd did not do anything about it, and they were actually egging the situation, and it gave these women to become more prompted. They were twerking on the counter, going off, and being ratchet as the thoughts that they truly are. And the good thing is, although they had the charges have been pressed amongst the two girls. Unfortunately, not all of them. I do know for a fact it was the three of them, but two of them will be charged for assault and damages because they at least caused at least $25,000 of damage to the restaurant, as I'll show you right now. This is the same restaurant that they were basically wrecking. As you can notice, it may not be too much damage, but I'm sure it looks a lot nicer before the girls decided to trample the business, before they decided to break in and basically destroy their property. And this is basically what's left of it. This is basically what's left of it as of now. And hopefully there should be some renovations, whether it's by those women specifically or they have to pretty much pay for the charges. Obviously they can't repair it, so they might as well pay $25,000. They can either split it or one of them can pay all of it. And this was just, let's be real, you guys, this is just completely unnecessary. The amount of damage all for a pack of ketchup because they didn't want to pay extra, they just want to be cheap. And guess what? They're most likely gonna have to pay even more now. So not only are they gonna have to pay for the sauce, they're gonna have to pay for the damages. So it really says a lot about these girls and their mentality, and whether it's the girls or boys or not, whoever, I don't care about. To be honest with you guys, this is unacceptable regardless. This gives people to be more careful working at a restaurant, and you always got to be 100%. Is be always to be stay alert. If you want to find work, you might as well find somewhere where there's not that many people, or where you're not dealing with customers in person. And the damages, it may eventually be repaired, but the people who are working there might most likely have been traumatized. I'm not sure, they might have gone over it, but at the same time, this will traumatize anybody who has witnessed being an employee there while this was going on. And again, the next day they might think something like this similar. When things go back to normal, it may not it might not be normal afterwards, because the odds are they're going to think that a similar event will take place in the same restaurant, and that they always have to be super cautious about it now, thanks to the heathens that committed this crime. And whether it gets repaired or not, hopefully the people will be able to make these girls reflect on what they did, and those girls can possibly owe an apology by basically paying for the damages. No point in even talking, because it seems like they can't communicate as like civilized human beings, so might as well just talk with your money and just go from there. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check the notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.